Welcome back to Resident Evil 2 here on the heavybass channel. Last time, we deviated from our usual path and ended up getting some healing potions, which are very useful, by the way. This time, we are going to do what we are supposed to do, and that is go through the double doors, and then go through the door that's beyond that. Basically, this is going to be quite a bit of an episode, so you may want to be patient for this one. So, as you may have noticed, we're going to put some stuff. We have 6 rounds of bow gun. You're going to need this. Trust me, you will. We're equipping it as well. And as soon as we do that, a familiar sight is fucking scary. We don't know what it is, but it went past us, and it's not a good thing to see. A scary camera shot there, and we see a policeman's headless policeman seems to have been twisted off. In the remake, his corpse is actually high above that ceiling there, and another body shows off because of this thing here. Oh my. Ladies and gentlemen, the replacement for the hunter of this game is this thing, the Licker. The Licker is a BOW that mostly relies on sound. So if you are silent and you could be patient enough, you can hit this thing and kill it with 2 rounds of bowgun bolts. Very important. Luckily, we don't get to see this thing, and other things aside, thank God. But the Lickers are now going to be a problematic issue for later on, since you obviously know where they are. So, go for this boarded up area, which has actually showed up. We can't do anything. We can't go into that room directly, mostly because we haven't got the item needed. As Claire doesn't have a lighter like Leon does, he doesn't go exactly solve the puzzle instantly. But we do have zombies to kill. Always have some room, always go to a corner and always start shooting. Luckily, you'll be able to get rid of some zombies quite easily, as you can see there. The best thing about this game is often the detailed look of the zombie, which, let's put it this way, is that realistic. We're putting zombies on top of each other. In fact, quite a few zombies are just pretty much. This lot are dead, and you got this zombie coming up. You don't want them to bite, otherwise they'll start eating you, and it's a graphic. Also, I just realized the Japanese can't show decapitation scenes because the Japanese authorities have outright banned them, which is probably the reason why that headless scene showed up, and which is why you can't show decapitated heads in Japan. Fucked up things, but decapitated heads, oh no, big no-no. Anyway. Familiar sounds. This is the save room. The save room of many things. A familiar save room. And we have an operation report too. So obviously when we go back to that room there, that was what we called it, Operation 1. So they lost 4 people, including David, and obviously we found out what happened to David in the remake. They're obviously showing off the NPCs in the remake as having more ghastly and grisly ends. And honestly, it's a lot more better than this. So they say about a escape plan for the sewers, which is true. There are 2 ways of escaping into the sewers in this game. 2 ways. Leon, they obviously want to go through the obvious sewage disposal plant that's obviously there. This is from Elliot's Edward. Obviously, I think Elliot's the one that gets obviously there. Anyway, in this room we have some bullets. We have an ink ribbon. And since we obviously have, well, not enough, now we can just put this empty bowgun disposal out of the way. And since we have enough herbs, as it were, we have enough herbs to combine into 2 lots of 3. So that means that we have 3 bundles of herbs, which are probably going to be very useful We'll say later on when we have to fight bosses. Yeah, there are bosses in this game, although not as spectacular as the not exactly spectacular. There are some interesting ones, but anyway, we got to this one. We got these out of the way. We can take a look at this. We can take a look at this film development room, or the red room. That's that. And there's not much that we can do here, so there's only one place that we can now go to, and that's upstairs. Thing is, though, there really is not much that we can do at this present point. Well, we can, it's just obviously just takes a while to get used to. So we can go up here. There are no zombies here as there were in the third one because Jill technically killed them. As you may have noticed, right behind the statue here, bullets, very useful. I think it shows up any way possible. Anyway, this is an easy puzzle, which sort of has reference. Anyway, look at this statue here. Step Mountain, the god of the sun and moon, their gaze upon me is the only that could release a red soul. So this is an easy puzzle. This red statue here represents the god of the sun. So you have to push it over there. Right about here. And then down to here. And it clicks into place. There we push this obvious representation of the moon here. Like so. Push the moon over here. Like so. Keep pushing. As it were, keep pushing this all the way down there. Then we turn around, head back down to here, click this into place, and the red jewel is released onto the thing. And we get ourselves a red jewel. This is actually a virgin heart, which is obviously morbidly displayed as soon as you check it out. It's a blood red diamond, obviously, which means it's like a virgin heart. Why a virgin? Who knows? There are some creepy things in this station. But the good news is we found the Star's office, so now we can actually get some information if Chris is still here. Our brother, as it were. So as you find, there is no one here. And I'm safer to surmise, I think they've buggered off. In the closet we have Jill's ultimate weapon, or Claire's ultimate weapon, the grenade launcher. Very powerful grenade launcher, very good useful skill. And a very useful weapon thing here, Chris's diary. Taught the chief, but he refuses to listen to him. Umbrella conducted virus research. Anyone affected tends to resolve me. Yes, obviously that is well established at this point. The music obviously helps as well. The Time Mansion blew up as well, which all destroyed all the evidence. Umbrella employs so many people in town, no one is willing to talk about it. So basically, they now appear that incidents of Raccoon City. What the hell with you? Information. So they now learn about the G virus, which is obviously the upgrade to the T virus. So they've gone to the Umbrella HQ in Europe, and on top and below that is an item that's going to be coming back in the sequel, the Unicorn Medal. Also, now we're going to be searching the desk here. This desk, if you search this about 50 times, you will get a hidden film. That hidden film is probably the only reason why this cameo exists. It's kind of a shame, really, because you know I was expecting more stuff. They gave Rebecca an appearance in 0. They gave her an appearance in 1, although she was slightly, you know, shit. But when you search the desk 50 times, you get the film. That's really about it. Not much there, but actually, if you look very carefully behind that was obviously Wesker's desk. As such, you also get a interruption. This would be a jump scare if you're not familiar with that. We'll get a fax from the Federal Police investigation reports. They can't get any G virus. However, there is something about Chief Irons, who has been getting a lot of money from Umbrella. He was arrested for rape in university days, but also went evaluation and his stuff was erased. Obviously, what happened was, what Umbrella hired him, made him a plant, and then obviously got rid of the evidence. They obviously had people to dispose of teams. So we don't know what happens, but I don't think we'll be enjoying encountering him. He's basically Claire's de facto villain, or complete scumbag in this game, because the connection. Because I don't know, she's a Redfield. She wants to find out what happened to her brother Chris. But yeah, it's been exciting things though. We have a unicorn medal, and as you notice back in the statue in the lobby, or the main hallway, there is a statue of that needs a unicorn's medal, which is interesting. Okay, so we're gonna put the version hard away. We're also gonna put the grenade launcher away because it's a very powerful weapon, and we're gonna go ahead and develop the film that we got from searching Wesker's desk. So if we search the desk, so if we use the film here, say hello to Rebecca's one and only appearance in this game, and the only appearance that she makes, because Resident Evil 3 technically happens as what she doesn't show up in that, and that was her last big appearance in the franchise until she showed up again in Resident Evil Vendetta or something like that. But oh boy, there are some things here. Anyway, there are some things that we can do. Also, we're going to make a run for it all the way back to the foyer, because we're not quite done yet. Zombie hands! Scary things! Oh noes! Completely comical. They only show up once and they don't show up again. Seriously, it's not that scary when you at least prepare how to get through. Speedrunning tactics just dictate that you just make a run for it completely. Either you just don't pick up much items, you don't make a save, which obviously does affect ranking, but then again, we don't give a shit about ranking. In this game, this is how fast we're going to beat the game, to be honest. It does work. Anyway. Which we do. Now we're back in the foyer, so let's use the unicorn medal, shall we? At the statue. In the remake, this is the unicorn medal is going to be part of 3 medals, and is basically a reference to itself from Resident Evil Resident Evil Outbreak, which the scenario for the Raccoon City Police Department is somewhat canon now, which is actually amazing because if they're using Outbreak references in Resident Evil 2 proper. Anyway. So, we're done with Resident Evil for now. Next time on this channel, we're going to use the new key that we got and see what keys open up on the way. Bye for now.